The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, next.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From just shy of midfield, Lance got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Mix it up the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Lance going to throw. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Wide open. Slide 2. Ready?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And it's knocked away.
To watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Ready, play.
Lance and company going on 4th down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have the Niners' 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
3-3.
They'll give it to Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And a lineup going as a sack and a loss of 2. And now the task gets more difficult here on 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
In motion, the tight end.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Jalen Rager,
his 1st touchdown of the new season.
And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon.
Extra. Now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back to throw now on first down.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The Jets at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
On second down, a run with Hall. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught by Mike Evans. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here we go,
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Unlock lines! Unlock lines!
They'll run with Hall.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He'll drop to throw. And a catch right side by Evans.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And check down complete to Hall. And the Jets have got 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll set up to throw.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Hall again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Lance now to throw.
Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And a lot of loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Throwing now is Lance.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now Lance.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Here's Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. It's Sharp.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Lance.
This is Rager with it on the crossing pattern. And he'll be out right at the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Lance. Going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.